You're going to be taking on Connor Hughes. He's undefeated. Tell me about the preparation, the training. Is everything okay, and are you ready to go?
All good, ready to go. Working away with the best coach ever, James Doolan, and the best team ever, higher level. Same old. Every fight is the same. It's no different. It's just another day. So I'm just doing the same as I always do. Getting to live the best life that I could ask for. Getting to train every day with my brothers and eat every day, and that's pretty much it. So we can't complain.
I mean, you turned down KSW to compete here in PFL Europe. What was it about PFL Europe that really caught your eye? Why have you decided to be a part of this tournament?
Yeah, I turned down a very nice contract for KSW a year ago, and I knew that PFL were looking for me for the tournament. I just like how they're doing everything with fighters. I like I just like how they treat their fighters. I like that they're all about the fighting, kind of the aspect of it, instead of like I don't know, the entertainment or the commodities or the bullshit, as I call it. So it was something new. It seemed intriguing. You know what I mean? They were coming to Europe. I thought it was going over to the States. I was hoping to get up to an 8-2 record, but something didn't work out. So then I'm here now. I'm in Europe. I'm going to go dust these Europeans and then head over to the States and then on to better things.
And I guess the beauty of the PFL is it doesn't matter how many social media followers you've got, doesn't matter how many videos you make. It's all about how many people you knock out, and that's it. You can become a champion that way, you know.
I don't know. I'm quite popular anyway, but I don't think that means fuck all. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want to be known by anyone. People come up and stop me. I'm like, fuck off. Like, I don't know. I'm alone. I like to be on my own. I don't know. All this social media and all this kind of bullshit behind it, you know, it takes away from what's really important, and that's smashing someone's face in.
This is, obviously there's a lot at stake for the winner. Is this the biggest fight of your career, would you say, so far, professionally?
No, I don't think so. I think the fight with Sadiq was bigger. Even if I didn't see it at the time, it was a very big fight just because of the opponent. Like, so after I lost to Sadiq, he went on to the UFC, and now he's like 8-1 or something like that. So obviously that was a big fight. Like, but now in the landscapes of I don't know, my rebirth of my new career with a higher level and stuff, yeah, it would be the biggest fight in my career, maybe. Like, you know what I mean? But maybe the potential of where it's gonna go or where me beating Connor leads me, if that makes sense. Like, you know what I mean? In 9 fights, I could be a millionaire with 2 world titles. So, well, fucking will be.
Would you mind, Dylan, talking us through how you started in MMA, how your fighting journey began, and tell us, how you managed to get to where you are today?
Holy fuck, we're gonna have to go way back. So I was just a little kid getting bullied in school. I actually never really had teeth. I always had no teeth, so it was a pretty easy thing to get bullied on. I was quite shy. I had a lot of conflict at home and stuff. Pretty much a pretty crazy life, but I don't know. It just my cousin done MMA at the time. I was quite shy. Played a bit of football, what we would call Gaelic over in Ireland. I grew up in a rough part of Dublin. Was just how it was. I seen my cousin. My cousin Paddy was really really cool. I looked up to him my whole life. I idolized him. I always just wanted him to think I was cool. So I seen him do MMA. I just joined to just be like him. And then once I got in the doors, I just loved it. I trained till I was about 15 in a little local gym in my area, and then I moved to SBG when I was like 16. Fought when I was 17. Went 7-0 as an amateur, and then turned pro at 19. Fought up until I was like 21. Went 4-2. Fought some big high level names. Fought in some big shows. Then went on a missing list, took a big hiatus for like 4 years, just went and hid underneath my bed for a while. And then moved to Scotland 2 years ago, met with James Doolan, and loving life ever since. Life has been a party. I restarted my fighting career about, I don't know, a year and a half ago, sub someone in like 3 minutes, got a legal soccer kick in my last fight. So just kind of put a little halt on fights, if that makes sense. But now PFL are here, and I have loads of fights coming up.
I don't want to go back to 2018 and what happened then, but that 4-year hiatus really interests me. Was it hard to get back into fighting? And what do you think you've learned during that 4-year break? Was it necessary, do you think?
Oh yeah, that's personal shit that none of you are getting told. I had to do shit that is nobody's fucking business. I had to look after my family for 4 years. I had to go look after my 2 little sisters, and that's all I need to say to anyone. And yeah, it was worth it. It was the best time ever. I loved them two to death, and I'd kill and burn the whole world down for them, and I'd give up all this fighting shit and this MMA bullshit and celebrity life or whatever the fuck it is, like $1 million contracts. I don't give a rats as long as them two are happy. And yeah, them 4 years were probably the best thing that ever happened to me because it made me realize that there's nobody around me that is. The only people I have around me now are real people that are around me because they like me, people that are around me because they don't want me to be some big famous mixed martial artist or some millionaire or some bollocks like that. They just want me to be happy. I know if we went to James Doolan tomorrow and went, oh yeah, look, I want to patch this in. I don't want to train anymore or fight anymore. I just want to, don't know, go and look after me dogs, come and do a couple of sessions a week. I know James would be happy with that. If I turn to James tomorrow and went, I want to go to college tomorrow, I know he'd be happy with that. So that's what I'm happy about. I have people around me that are just for me, for my all happiness, not for what I could be or what, you know what I mean? This whole like, oh, you could be this, you could be that. So fucking what? I don't want to be anything other than I want to just win fights. You know what I mean? I just want to have a really nice record at the end of it with a lot of nice names, a lot of good scalps on my wall, like an Indian hunter. Probably shouldn't say that back in the day, but and then just have a little bit of cash just to survive. Like you know what I mean? I'd survive on a tenner, so it doesn't really bother me.
I just wanted to ask, do you think your best years, your best your times are still ahead in terms of your fighting career?
Fucking right. Of course, I'd squash me 5 years ago. I'd like for my whole like life, nobody told me to move my head off the fucking centre line until I met James Doolan. If we had been living with James Doolan from 16 years of age, I would have been a two-time world champion already and retired and living on a farm, like petting goats. You know what I mean? It's just how it is. Like just some things happen at the wrong time, and this is the perfect time for me. I'm still young. I'm only 26. I'm unbelievable. I've trained with some of the best people in the world. I've been around the clock. I've been around the world. I've trained over in America and stuff. And I've still yet to meet anyone that is going to give me my day. Like, you know what I mean? So we'll see what's up. Like, you know what I mean? I'll show everyone that my best days are ahead of me. You'll all see. I don't give a fuck.
And the ambition, I presume, must be to not only win this PFL Europe, but to bag yourself a spot over in America, right?
That's the idea. The idea, I didn't even think I was doing this European show. I thought I was just going to get bumped out of the States. Because they had that little Nathan Kelly boy over there. So it was like, oh, well, if they're taking him, then of course they'll take me. Like, you know what I mean? But sadly not. So then I was like, all right, I'll do the European thing. I'll do this and then I'll head over there. I want to get over to Brendan Loughnane. Obviously, I'm a natural 145er. I'm just moving up here to just because this was what was available. So I'll do this 155 thing, go back down to 145, and then try and get Brendan Loughnane's world title because I assume he'll win it again this year. Like,
Yeah, I can obviously tell. Everybody can tell that fighting's in your blood. Do you ever envisage doing anything else than being away from the fighting business?
I actually did when I was younger, when I grew up. When I was growing up, I first initially wanted to be a barrister. So I wanted to go into law, like, and be a solicitor and be a barrister. And then I joined MMA and started like liking it. And I don't know, I never really decided that I wanted to be a fighter. I just got really good at it, and then it was just kind of like there was nothing else I really preferred, if that makes sense. Like, you know what I mean? I was like just loved it. I don't know. It kind of just got a hook on me, and then all of a sudden, I never thought about it. And I always wanted to just be a world champion, but I don't know. It just kind of just all happened. You know what I mean? By a click, it was just like, oh, one day I'm playing football, and then the next day I didn't want to play football anymore. I wanted to, learn how to kick or learn how to wrestle or something like that. So it's just been very unique. I'm very lucky and very fortunate to be on the life that I have, and I'm living in Scotland now, like, you know what I mean? And I have a beautiful girlfriend. I have two beautiful dogs. I have a great team. I couldn't ask for more. I'm very blessed.
How is life over in Scotland? Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, it's amazing. I love it. I couldn't imagine. Obviously, I was very afraid moving at the beginning. Anything new was terrifying, I think. But once I got here, I couldn't imagine life not here anymore. Like, I don't call Ireland home anymore. I call Scotland home. And then
Wow.
when I go back to Dublin, it's like going on a holiday. Like, I don't look at that as my home anymore. I don't know. I was very. I got asked by PFL if I wanted to have the Scottish flag or the Irish flag on my shorts, and I was very torn by it. I was like, oh well, Scotland's given me, like, because I feel like Scotland has kind of given me a new lease of life, something to look forward to in the morning, or something to, I don't know, just giving me back the nuke, if that makes sense. Like, you know what I mean? I owe an awful lot to James, and I feel like he's really like rebirthed everything for me, like, you know what I mean, and kind of giving me a new lease or something, like something to kind of go. And I'm getting all emotional and stuff, and I end up crying and stuff. But I just feel privileged and grateful because, you know what I mean? For them 4 years, it was all gone. I didn't think it was going to happen again. And now look at me. Now I'm here. You know what I mean? What's up?
No, you've had a wonderful journey, but I would like to ask you, do you have any passions or hobbies outside of
Fuck
the
all.
cage?
Fuck all. Fuck all. This is all I know. I have nothing else other than this. I like eating food, getting stoned, and that's about it. You know what I mean? Fuck all else. So like this is it. If I'm not good at, I don't like anything else. I don't like people. I don't like shit like that. I just stick to myself, me and me couple of mates. That's it. I have my team. Yeah, no, it's this and nothing. If you're not all in, you're all out. So I'm all in. Like I've always been all in. I probably should do with getting a couple of hobbies, so because I am a bit mental. So something to pass the time somewhere maybe.
Just the last one from me. You mentioned before, you could survive on a tenner and things like that, but we are in the,
Have
it's a
survived. Have survived on a tenner.
have
Have
survived.
done it. Have done it. I have done it. I've made that tenner last a whole week.
Exactly,
um,
and yeah, but I was just going to say, it's obviously a prize fighting business. How much motivation is the money on the line, or are you focused primarily on becoming a world champion?
yeah, I just want the world championship, to be honest. It kind of like with money comes bother, like more money, more problems. Like, you know what I mean? I take enough money to survive and live happy. I don't know. Any kind of money I get, I'm going to give to my sisters and me nanny anyway. Like, you know what I mean? I don't, I'm not, I'm not mad money orientated. I buy all my clothes off Shein and go to Primark, which is pennies, like one of the cheapest shops over here. Like, I don't know. I'm not a fancy bloke. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't really care for money too much. I've seen what it does to people, and it's just, I don't know. I know if we had too much money, like I already think I'm better than everyone else. So if we had too much money, like I'd be gone. You know, nobody'd be able to speak to me. I'd just be like, get away from me. No, speak to someone else to speak to me. Like, you know what I mean? I'd be on a mad God complex. So nah, fuck that.
Any message to Connor, by the way, before your fight?
Fuck him. I don't know, message for him.